Generals, gentlemen.
Hello and welcome back to the Generals Gentlemen. I'm Oni's Machine.
And I am Archon Hawk.
And today we have a very awesome match because this is the 0 Hour 1.6 Community Patch World Championship semi-finals between KaRRo as the Yellow Toxin.
And also Rage as the Blue Toxin.
So this is a best of 7 series. And this is going to be very intense because these two are probably the best players in this tournament, if not 0 Hour as a whole.
So it should be an awesome matchup and we are very much looking forward to it.
Yes, KaRRo in fact is the winner of the recent 0 Hour 2013 World Series. That is of course for the 1.4 official patch. So it'll be interesting to see if he manages it just as well in the 1.6 community patch.
Well, yeah, we do see both players going for a command center cell, very stock standard move for GLA, as the workers pass each other in the middle.
Gonna get that tunnel down. Actually, both players going for their tunnel, and that's a very important tunnel there for Rage, because that tunnel is so close to the main supplies of KaRRo, so he has to make sure that KaRRo doesn't actually let him finish that, else he can take some heavy damage to the supply line of his workers.
Exactly so. We do see a terrorist coming in though, hopefully going to deal with that tunnel. Al-Akbar, Hana! Oh,
Yeah.
Slave is running, but
Oh,
now
look at that, force firing the ground.
Detonate. Awesome work there.
Workers have the same speed, I believe, as terrorists, if
I
not
believe
more. So that means that the worker would have escaped had KaRRo not force fired the ground. So very good micro there. And actually looks like this tunnel may go down though.
It's being attacked by two of the RPG troopers from KaRRo. KaRRo getting his tunnel down first. Yeah, it looks like, but the Toxin is turning around and KaRRo not getting those RPGs out of the way.
Pro tip, Toxin tunnels are pretty effective against rocket troops, but actually a tech terror will drop a terrorist onto that tunnel, but it will not be enough.
Gonna finish it off there. Oh, it's gonna stay alive for now. Doing that technical around, looks like the tunnel will be going down. He's trying to force fire that RPG trooper down, but he's out of range.
Yeah, definitely using the elevation to his advantage there, and now even the technical will go down, but with the worker, the tunnel is no longer being repaired, but the technical Rage will actually crush several of those workers.
3 workers going down. Rage doing some greater harass here. Let's see if he can go for the second supply.
There is no tunnel walling off that supply. Generally, players will wall off their supply in Jelly Mare, but actually, no, look at that. We do have 4 terrorists going to take down the arms deal, but it will not, because that 50 terrorist was actually crushed by that technical. So amazing micro there by KaRRo, actually crushing that 1 terrorist in order to prevent that arms dealer from going boom.
Exactly right. It does look like Rage is getting map control here from he does have tunnels all over the place.
And looks like KaRRo is also going for the oil derrick, getting that tunnel there in that very key position, giving him access to get the oil derrick once he gets the capture upgrade.
We do see another technical coming in here now from Rage. Let's see if it's going to drop anything off.
Ooh, it barely survives, and now it will take down all of these workers, so that was a very big blow, letting that technical actually get through. I still am surprised to see why we haven't seen a wall off there. No barracks, no tunnel, no way of actually preventing the workers from being crushed.
Exactly right, and then we just see some more technicals coming out from Rage. Just a massive technical rush going on here.
Rage is doing a really good job at actually committing to this technical aggression. He's just killing so many workers, but KaRRo does actually have the 3rd supply, so Rage really has to make sure this technical aggression works, else he will get macroed out of this game.
Exactly right. We do see the cap going down the bottom for KaRRo on that oil.
Yeah,
very soon.
Especially with the oil, the 3rd supply, and then maybe the 2nd oil as well. KaRRo definitely will have the economic lead if he stops losing all of these workers. So Rage definitely has to make sure he doesn't let KaRRo macro up.
Exactly right. We do see a Scorpion coming out now from KaRRo to deal with that technical aggression, but they are just camping the supplies at the moment. They're stopping any worker building at all from KaRRo. And they're heading for the 3rd supply right now.
Yeah, Scorpion is the ideal counter to a technical, but not really when you factor in the technical is just so much faster. Look at the Scorpion trying to get there. Come back here!
Please! And we do see the workers, another 4 workers going down there from KaRRo. So these oils are very important for him to keep him in this game. He needs to get some workers up again fast.
So that oil has been captured now, and these technicals will actually completely owned by the RPGs and the tunnel. So
getting very much shut down there. 2 of them getting destroyed. Yeah,
but KaRRo's being stretched very thin. He just has so many different angles to try and protect. It's fortunate for him that he is GLA, because he has those tunnels to move his troops across the map where they are needed.
Exactly right. Hopefully we'll be seeing some walling off from him fairly shortly.
Yeah, and do we see a palace from either player? No, we do not.
Yet.
And that's because Rage is just investing in way too much into this technical aggression to be able to afford a palace.
Exactly right. We do see KaRRo now on 3 supplies, of course, and going for that second oil capture now. So we'll have 2 oils and 3 supplies, whereas, yeah, we only have Rage mining from 2 at the moment.
Oh, he's getting his 3rd now, so he will have
yeah,
3
here we go.
supplies
Yeah.
once he gets some workers there. But it actually looks like this tunnel from KaRRo may actually finish, and if that finishes, and then he has the perfect staging point for an offensive against this supply. So Rage really needs to deny that worker.
Exactly right. We do see some RPG tech terror coming up here, going to destroy the barracks of KaRRo. No, popping them back in and getting out of the way before dying to a scorpion. Right there.
KaRRo doesn't really have much effective anti-infantry, but he's GLA Toxin. So you gotta remember, these players, they will have Toxin shells firing from the Scorpions and actually losing everything to that Toxin tunnels. They're so strong.
Several RPG troopers going down there. We do see you have the rocket upgrade on those Scorpions, going to be really effective against the RPGs of Rage.
Yeah, Rage has a very
Rage,
impressive
yeah.
Scorpion army here. He's definitely been using this opportunity with the aggression to buy him time to just balls out so many Scorpions. The Scorpions are very effective in a GLA against anyway, because with the Toxin shells, they are very effective against infantry as well as tanks.
Exactly right, taking advantage of that respite there to build up a nice big technical Scorpion army, sorry, so that should be good to see some pushing from him.
Yeah, and I think KaRRo doesn't really have any kind of army because he's just been investing too much in defending.
Exactly right.
Apart from all these tunnel networks, so you probably have quite a fair bit of RPGs. So I would say Rage is going to need to get probably a German battle bus to deal with those RPGs.
Yeah, I think so. He's been focusing on building up those workers again on his 3 suppliers, but now we do see KaRRo going, Rage going for the oil of KaRRo down the bottom right.
And with all those Scorpion rockets, he just bursted down that tunnel before KaRRo even had a chance to react.
Exactly right, deciding to go for the destroy instead of the capture.
But there is a counter-attack behind that. KaRRo is pushing into the main base of Rage whilst his army is so far away from the tunnel. This could be the perfect opportunity to actually attack and deny this palace.
Right, looks like there might be a cancellation on that palace with all those Scorpions coming in. We do see terrorists coming in. They don't get destroyed. Now we do going down to the toxin of KaRRo.
Those Scorpions are just too far away. Rage really needs to make sure his Scorpions get in his base before it is too late, because there's just so many Scorpions here that KaRRo can do quite a fair bit of damage if he doesn't actually defend that.
Exactly right. This could be a dangerous push here with the army of Rage so far away.
And where is the palace from KaRRo? No, KaRRo going for a 3 arms dealer.
Arms dealers really gonna balls out these Scorpions.
Oh my god. He's going to get so many Scorpions with that huge income backed by 3 arms dealer. But it looks like Rage is actually going to fight into this, but with the RPGs, he will actually do a fair bit of damage against those Scorpions.
Going well, KaRRo doing well, microing his Scorpions out of position, but a couple of them getting caught out and going down to the Scorpions of Rage. Moving in the other Scorpions out, but the RPGs are doing a lot of damage. Rage is taking out a lot of those Scorpions. And here we can see the big push from Rage. Rage with all his Scorpions from that bottom right-hand corner moving in now to force off
Through that tunnel
KaRRo.
network, yeah, and if that palace finishes, then Rage can garrison that full of RPGs, and he'll have no problems at all actually defending his base. But with all of these garrisons, it will definitely hinder the offensive of Rage, because those garrisons are very effective against those RPGs, those Scorpions with the RPGs.
Exactly right. Both players with about the same economies at the moment. 3 supplies each, but with KaRRo with a slight advantage with the top oil.
So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not the 3 arms dealer, very aggressive build, will work against the tech option of going for the palace. So it's going to be big army from KaRRo against the small army, but definitely high tech use of Jarman, battle bus, maybe even some interesting bomb trucks on buggies.
Exactly right. It'd be very interesting to see some buggies, but a good count of those Scorpions.
Or maybe even scud launches.
Oh yeah.
We have seen how effective scud launches can be in our previous shoutcast between KaRRo and Noob Fighter.
Exactly right. We do see a command center also going down from Rage in that corner.
So there's just so many Scorpions in this game. I don't think I've ever seen this many Scorpions. Another technical...
Completely crazy.
Maybe full of RPGs and going to deny probably something, I would say. But meanwhile, there's a huge push in the main base of Rage. There's so many Scorpions. There's a battle bus now. If that battle bus gets full of RPGs, he could completely deter this push. We will have to see how it goes for him.
Rage at the top managing to run over some workers, but down the bottom we see the Scorpions now pushing into the base of Rage, going to take out, it looks like they're going to be focusing down that command center, moving in now.
While at the same time we have another Scorpion push from Rage, but there's just such a strong defense from KaRRo that his Scorpion push won't be very effective, and now he's going to lose his only arms dealer. That's a huge deal, because that will completely cut down his production apart from his barracks.
Exactly right, arms dealer is destroyed, and those Scorpion rockets are moving in the battle bus surviving so far, getting blown up.
Bad use of the battle bus. They're getting caught in between the Scorpions to prevent any kind of escape there.
Unfortunate there, the arms dealer is destroyed, but now Rage is moving in from the back to attack KaRRo's army.
Oh, the toxin shells melting all of those workers.
Workers going down.
And actually looks like KaRRo did manage to get up not only a palace, but actually 2 black markets during that. So we were mistaken by the lack of palace. So it's definitely looking very good for KaRRo, not only having the tech, but the economy and also the production coming out of these, was 3 arms dealers, but now it's only 2 arms dealers.
Exactly right, we did see 1 arms dealer go down to the terrace of Rage.
And so what are we going to see the players transition into?
Looks like Rage is going for a lot of tunnel networks around his base, defending against these Scorpion pushes. We do see KaRRo with a fair few Scorps in the area of Rage's base.
Yeah, it's interesting that they have the tech, and yet they're sticking to these Scorpions.
Yeah, it's fairly interesting to see. I'd like to see some battle buses.
Yeah, Blake loves battle buses.
Oh yeah.
We know how much he loves battle buses, and you're trying to basically just spread thin the defenses of Rage, picking apart whatever he can, wherever he can. Actually, the toxin gamma, I believe it's called, has gone now down for KaRRo,
which will give him a bit of an advantage there.
And so
another push here. We do see we've got a Jarman, of course, from KaRRo hanging around.
Oh, and another battle bus from Rage. So that looks like it's full of RPGs, and with that toxin gamma, they're very, very effective.
Exactly right. We do see Jarman from both players now, so we'll see how we do see some picking up now, which will be interesting to see the engagements.
I'm surprised we haven't seen any buggies so far, because we know how much late game jelly mirrors can be very focused around buggies, because they just have so much range to abuse and harass without committing into an engagement.
Yeah, the sheer range, like even if one of the players built like say 4 buggies or something like this, we do see a big engagement here.
Oh, the Jarman's going to snipe down that battle bus, completely shutting it down. And with the group of RPGs, they will go into some toxin shells. But now there's just too many Scorpions from Rage, and they are actually double scrapped. So they're very effective with that double rocket and the double rapid fire. So actually, Rage will come ahead in this engagement, I would say.
KaRRo's Scorps are a bit too close together there.
The battle bus has been captured by KaRRo, so actually taking his enemy's battle bus and using it to his own advantage.
That was a really good Jarman snipe there, focusing on the battle bus and then taking out all the RPG troopers.
And here come the buggies now with that ammo capacity upgrade. Those buggies will be very effective against these Scorpions if they are kept out of the maximum range of the Scorpions. So we'll have to see some very sharp micro from KaRRo trying to basically poke what he can, yeah.
Exactly right. We did see a Scorpion get sniped there from the Jarman, but it looks like Jarman did in fact go down.
That's a double scrapped Scorpion. That's very important, actually, taking that.
The Jarman of KaRRo did in fact go down to the Jarman of Rage just before when he got revealed.
Oh, okay. No, I missed that. Now the battle bus is empty, so he will use it to actually crush these workers.
It's like cheeking around that tunnel. It was really cool.
It's very effective when you think about it.
Jarman coming out. Looks like Jarman may have survived that engagement. We're not sure.
Because battle buses, they're almost as fast as technical, but they're just so much stronger that they will not die to tunnels anytime soon, whereas technicals will die very fast.
Exactly right. This is a big push from KaRRo, taking out this third supply of Rage.
But the battle bus will actually close in the gap and take down most of these buggies. And now it has been destroyed, but it still will fire from that little garrison. They're doing quite a fair bit of damage, and the Toxin Rebel ambush is going to not do much at all, because Toxin Rebels are not good against Toxin Scorpions.
They are not. Unfortunately, those rockets are just too strong.
Yeah, and unfortunately, if it was Demo Mirror, rather, we would have seen some very interesting Demo Rebel ambush. The Toxin Rebel ambush is, just as good in 1.4,
exactly right.
But in 1.6 they're not stupidly powerful against tanks. Something that they're not supposed to actually be strong against.
This is a big push here from KaRRo. It is the supplies that are being sold here, and this is a really big push from KaRRo.
It's just looking worse and worse for KaRRo, because for Rage rather, because KaRRo is just getting more buildings destroyed, withering away his defenses, whilst he's also just getting more and more of these black markers, as well as more buggy count.
Just got a really good late game economy coming up, and Rage has been pushed right back into his base.
Perhaps Rage will actually, perhaps KaRRo rather, will actually get the supply, having 4th supplies at his disposal, as well as that old Derek, so...
Rage there going for the cap, and unfortunately there's some tunnels there protecting it. We get a GG.
I just laughed at how long it took the tunnels to actually kill the Toxin Rebel. they have quite a high toxin resistance. Anyway, so that was game number 1 for KaRRo vs Rage, as a pretty exciting G lane mirror. KaRRo having a huge economic edge, basically meaning he can just macro out so many more Scorpions than Rage.
Exactly right. That was a really fun little engagement. Some good Jarman snipes in there, so it was quite a fun mirror, actually.
Yeah, so on to game number 2 for KaRRo vs Rage here in the 0R 1.6 World Series Championship. Championship. Until next time.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to game number 2 between Rage and KaRRo. This is for the 1.6 0-hour World Championship, man. That is a mouthful.
It sure is, and I'm Ownage Machine. I just put V on my keyboard, and Alkaline Hawk is right next to me. So we do have KaRRo as the USA Laser in this USA mirror between Rage as the USA Vanilla. So USA mirror is going to be very aggressive, especially when you factor in that they have early barracks. Early barracks generally means either a Chinook drop or a early Rock V.
Exactly right.
Both players do have the early spy drone in their base, so they can see exactly what is happening in the meantime
between each other, but we do see it looks like, oh yeah, we did have a scan there from KaRRo managing to take down the drone of Rage.
And will Rage do the same? No, he will not, because he has sold his command center, and so now that spy drone is just still in there, sitting there. He knows exactly what's happening. He sees the war factory. He knows there's Rock V's coming, so good scouting there by KaRRo.
Exactly right. Let's see what we have going on here. Looks like he's pushing forward with an early Dozer, as well as a Chinook, which I would say is choke block full of missile defenders.
I'm not sure what Dozer is for, but the Chinook at the very least will definitely defend and ward off this second supply, so that Dozer will have to retreat, else it will get laser locked in the face.
Ooh, forcing off that Dozer. Dozer backing off now, moving the missile defenders in is KaRRo.
No second supply for Rage, but meanwhile there is also no second supply either for KaRRo, so both players not having a very strong economy so far in the game.
Exactly right. We do see some Vs coming out here from Rage, but looks like those missile defenders are going to be moving down. KaRRo's moving the missile defenders down, does move the Chinooks off Rage.
These missile defenders are in a position where they can laser lock down these Chinooks if they try to mine. So good work there from KaRRo, actually denying the mining of Rage.
Oh, but looks like the Dozer may actually run over them, gets one, misses the other two, goes right through the middle.
But meanwhile, the Rock V from Rage is actually in the same position for KaRRo, and going to actually prevent the mining from KaRRo, so definitely going to even kill the Dozer as well, doing quite a fair bit of damage with that Rock V.
Looks like the Dozer will go down.
Meanwhile, I think this Dozer is possibly going to go for a oil capture from the barracks, but these Rock Vs are going to do quite a fair bit of damage against these Chinooks unless the Humvees can get there and completely shut that down.
Oh, V's only managing to get one missile defender, unfortunately. It looks like that Chinook may also... No, Chinook does survive. Good job there from Rage popping out those missile defenders.
So KaRRo will have to long distance mine in order to avoid this supply and not get laser locked, but I'm not sure why he isn't mining from this one. So definitely quite a fair bit of economic harassment from both players here so far.
KaRRo moving his Vs away to avoid getting laser locked down by Rage.
The Ranger is going to be a saving grace from KaRRo, I would say.
We do, yeah, so getting some long distance mining there, KaRRo.
Oh, but this Rock V is going to completely destroy these two Humvees because they are empty. There are no missile defenders inside of them apart from a Hellfire drone, as well as
counting. And we have KaRRo's been defeated.
Bit of butt rapes there on KaRRo's behalf. So a 3-minute USA mirror is always very fast and very aggressive. But it's not every day you hear KaRRo has been defeated in a 3-minute game.
Pretty rare. Shout out to Rage for the awesome game.
Yeah, it's quite often that you'll hear I have been defeated by KaRRo in 3 minutes.
KaRRo actually just beat me with one Dozer.
Yeah, but I think Rage definitely earns a lot of respect for beating the 1.4 World Series winner in 3 minutes. Wow. So well done, Rage, and on to game number 3. We will see how they handle the next match. Until then. Hello again, we are on to game number 3 for the KaRRo vs Rage 1.6 World Championship. In this best of 7, we do have 1-1 so far from both of these players. So we do have KaRRo as the USA Laser.
And down the bottom we have Rage as the GLA Toxin.
Ooh, going for that fake barracks. Why do they go for the fake barracks? Well, I'm glad you asked. They go for the fake barracks so that they can then build a tunnel. And then they can get that out like a second or two faster, because a fake barracks actually builds faster than a real barracks.
It does, so that tunnel comes out just a tiny bit faster, and that can be really important in a match like this.
Meanwhile, we have a very early barracks from KaRRo, probably going to do a range drop, I would say, against the worker line of Rage.
Check it out. We have an arm still going down from looks things by Rage and going for his second supply.
And getting some really aggressive tunnels as well. Try and get the map control, which is just so important against USA. You really need good staging points against the Chinooks with your quads from forward tunnels.
We do see a Chinook moving in from KaRRo.
Full of some range. Actually going down the tunnels.
Well
Fantastic. A lot of players. Only one ranger. Wow. Actually, that's what he's doing. He's leaving the ranger and dropping another one on this second tunnel, but it is actually going to be completed. Too late there.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, a lot of players just get really greedy and go for the worker line directly, but it can be much more important to deny the tunnels in certain situations.
Oh yeah, really effective. Oh, dropping off another ranger ready to go just to cap that oil.
He must be going for early cap. Wow, KaRRo is an absolute baller. Probably going to go for 2 oils over the second supply, which is a lot safer, a lot easier to defend against quad harassment. But actually, it looks like maybe even a ranger down here will not harass the worker.
Deciding to go for the other line. From the looks of things.
Probably because it's more exposed, I would say.
So with that technical there, but the technical's going to move in, and it doesn't look like that ranger's going to be doing much before the technical shuts it down.
But just kidding, because the technical is actually just standing there and doing nothing.
Just chilling. But it looks like that Chinook is
going to go
down.
What's the Chinook doing?
KaRRo hasn't actually moved it away. Chinook does go down. That's a bit of a blow there to KaRRo.
But meanwhile, this technical is just being really bad and not actually killing that ranger. But the dozer has gone down to these RPGs.
Oh, the RPGs are taking down that Humvee as well. So a Humvee and a dozer do go down, denying that supply of KaRRo.
That's a pretty big deal. When you sell your command center, you only have one dozer left, which is so easy to lose to a well-executed technical terror.
It's going to be really hard for him to expand out from his base now.
But actually, with that Toxin Rebel, he was able to clear the garrison of that ranger.
Exactly right. We do see 2 Vs down the corner, but it looks like Rage has some technicals chock-a-block full of some RPGs ready to move in and harass KaRRo.
That could be very dangerous because there's nothing to defend it. Oh, that's so many RPGs going to take down the supply and maybe the war factory as well.
Oh, Humvee comes out of the war factory, gets taken out immediately. Wow, this is a really effective push, but those 2 Vs moving in from KaRRo, they take down a couple of RPGs.
But there's just not enough in there at all. KaRRo is just stretched way too thin. He doesn't have enough going for him to defend against all these RPGs. And if he loses that supply, that's a huge deal. Because all he has is the second oil. He has no second supply. So losing that supply will be a very, very big loss there for KaRRo. And now the Vs are getting taken out by these RPGs. So it's not looking good for KaRRo at all.
Doesn't look like it. And a V of KaRRo does in fact go down. This is not looking good for him at all. That supply will in fact go down.
He even lost his dozer. KaRRo is getting completely butt-raped from Rage.
This is absolutely ridiculous. This is crazy.
Oh, here comes the Ambo. The Ambo is very effective at crushing the RPGs with that rocket resistance.
Really good micro there, but unfortunately not actually managing to
blocking himself with the Ranger, preventing the crush.
Absolutely nuts. It looks like the Ambo is actually going to go down.
Oh my god!
Wow! Rage! Please, you are so awesome. It's just amazing.
Rage with the every butt rapes. KaRRo is just getting owned.
Wow, how fast was that game? Like, 4 minutes this time.
Rage is definitely performing very well in the 1.6 patch so far.
It really is. That's such an effective GLA move. He's just technicals chock-a-block full of RPGs.
So aggressive, yeah.
Really aggressive. And just by denying that second supply of KaRRo, and with him only having 1 dozer left, it forced him to kind of be conservative when it came to moving around. So when that huge RPG push came in, he really couldn't defend it, and just taking out that supply and just, yeah, that was...
Perhaps the oil capture strategy wasn't a very good one compared to going for a traditional 2 supply. So onwards to game number 4 here on the 0 Hour 1.6 World Championship between KaRRo and Rage.
Hello, hello, wonderful people, and welcome to game number 4 between Rage and KaRRo for the 1.6 World Championship for 0 Hour.
Once again, we have KaRRo as the Orange China Imp and Rage as the Cyan China Imp.
Oh, this is going to be really cool.
Yeah, a China Imp mirror is very interesting. Generally, it comes down to outpost spam, but maybe in 1.6 we will see some more creative strategies to deal with this infantry mirror.
It's going to be good to see China now. This is the first time China has cropped up for the games between these 2 players. We do have Rage at the moment having the advantage, have 2 games over KaRRo's 1.
Yeah, Rage was just owning KaRRo so hard. Like, the second game was 3 minutes, the third one was 4 minutes, so that's pretty impressive match history there from Rage.
Yeah, he's doing really well, I have to say. Oh, early airfield.
How
here
you
from
doing?
KaRRo. This is going to be really interesting.
What's up? I do quite like seeing a very early Helix because they're always just so high risk, high reward. It can either just do so much damage or it can get completely shut down, especially in China Inf, where both minigunners. Oh my god!
Oh, two airfield from either player. Wow, this is gonna be really cool.
So I don't even know what's gonna happen.
We have an airfield going down from both players. This is going to be a really interesting engagement. We do have just barrack spam from both players at the moment as well, just spamming infantry across the map.
It's basically like which Helix gets shot like the most before they engage others. It's pretty much going to all come down to that Helix. Oh, I might lose the bunker. No!
No, bunker does get lost from the looks of things, and it looks like that Dozer will be going down as well. KaRRo, I hope you don't lose that. Nah.
That's a pretty big deal.
That's a pretty big deal. We did see command center cells. So.
As I was trying to say, yeah, it's going to come down to that Helix confrontation where both of these Helixes run into each other and basically. Oh, actually, no, we have MiGs. MiGs from KaRRo, and that can actually completely shut down a Helix. But you do need 4 MiGs or 3 black napalm MiGs to actually deny a Helix. But that Helix is going to take down the capping red guard minigunner. That is such a big deal, denying that capture, because KaRRo has invested quite a fair bit in that capture.
Exactly right. We do see a couple of MiGs circling, I think, in the middle, but they won't actually be able to take out the Helix by themselves.
Maybe
minigunner moving in.
Maybe combined with the minigunners, they can probably take down the Helix. If the airfield goes down, the MiGs will die. MiGs!
Gonna die.
Take down the Helix!
Kill the Helix!
He's losing trucks, he's losing everything, but actually now, here come the MiGs. Will they finish it off? Oh, he's evacing on the floor, getting the Helix goes down.
Into the flame, but it does look like some Fairview, the minigunners are going to survive. They're going to go down to the minigunners of KaRRo. Yeah, the Helix and all the gunners go down, and the airfield does survive. I'm not sure what happened to the MiGs. I think they may have...
They died. The minigunners on the floor. Minigunners instantly gunned them down.
Yeah.
So that was actually a lot more even than I thought. Both players lost, you know, the Helix and the MiG, so it was actually a pretty even exchange. I thought that Helix was going to completely own everything on the ground.
It could have been really bad.
Anyway, so now we do have some infantry from KaRRo moving out on the field, going to try and take these garrisons. It's a pretty big deal because not only does it give you map control with the scouting information, it also can completely shut down some kind of pushes.
Exactly right, yeah, so infantry moving out from both players.
Especially when you keep in mind how vulnerable outposts are from RPGs. If you have RPGs in a garrison and a couple of outposts walk past, they all just die, like instantly. You're really going to need to get some flame tanks if these garrisons are in the way of these pushes.
Okay, moving forward now, he has an empty attack outpost and an assault troop cooler and an attack outpost there, so we'll see what happens here. Oh, but the MiGs, one does in fact get shot down from the looks of things.
MiGs are the perfect counter to these outposts, but with that assault troop cooler, they will completely own MiGs, and now he will just muscle his way through this garrison. No flame tanks, so rage wave after wave of expendable troops, and now the MiGs will not do much at all with the split.
Taken down, instant taken down by those minigunners.
I don't think the minigunners even shot the MiG. They probably looked at it. It's like, oh, it's dropped. It's dropped before the animation even finished.
Just two bullets.
So these MiGs are not paying off against this man spam.
Really not. There's just too many mans. Oh, the attack outpost actually survives against the attack of the MiGs, and that will actually make it to the airfield and take out the MiGs.
You need 2 MiGs, but there's just such a huge ground army of these patriotism infantry. The flame tank might be able to do some very clutch moves here, but more than likely it will get completely shot down and losing his second dozer.
Both dozers now going down from KaRRo. We just have flame tank from both players, and it's going to force off the man spam. Let's see what happens in this exchange.
That dragon tank can be a very big deal, but it does have quite a fair bit of miniguns shooting out, but they're actually going to lose all the infantry to the firewall.
They're surviving, they're dying, going down. The assault troop is moving in, but it looks like all the infantry do actually survive. The flame wall not actually doing enough damage, and this is not looking good for KaRRo at all.
And the MiG being burned on the airfield.
Oh, KaRRo's been defeated.
KaRRo is just getting his ass completely handed to him by Rage here.
I don't know what drinks Rage is on, but like, give me some of that, please.
How did the flame tank not kill all of those minigunners?
It was kind of out of range, but it looked like they were definitely going down.
Minigunners must have more health compared to Red Guard.
They
must
do.
They must do.
I noticed they do. I play China Inf quite a bit, and they do have a bit more health as opposed to when they're getting Flame Wall. But the Flame Wall looked like it was going down for long enough, but all of the infantry in fact surviving there, which is is really important.
Rage just being too good for KaRRo. I don't know how KaRRo is going to handle this, because the next match is going to be possibly the very last between KaRRo and Rage in the semi-finals here. So KaRRo is going to have to completely be on the ball, else he will be shut out of this tournament. So on to the last, the fifth and possibly last game. Until then. Alright, hello and welcome to the fifth and possibly the last game here in the 0-hour 1.6 community patch World Championship between KaRRo as the 2013 World Series winner as the Orange China Vanilla against
Rage as the China Nuke.
Rage being an absolute baller, having so far given KaRRo the complete butt rapes so fast. The first one he lost was like 3 minutes, and then it was 4 minutes, and then it was 5 minutes. So my prediction here is a 6-minute defeat from KaRRo.
Yeah, but last game we had a China Imp mirror that was really interesting, so this should be another good China game.
So why are we seeing a very early barracks from KaRRo? Maybe he's going to go for a fast helix again? That's an interesting thing to see a China Vanilla do.
Perhaps so.
All capture, that's why, all capture.
There we go, with
Yeah,
Red Dog
this
coming
is
out.
interesting because on Bitter Barren Badlands,
Badlands.
you do see a lot more all captures. So
It's always
getting
been quite important.
getting that War Factory now from KaRRo, and meanwhile Rage is getting a really forward, a very aggressive War Factory. So KaRRo has to make sure he scouts that before he gets a flame tank in his base and loses everything.
That could be quite dangerous. And we do see dual supplies from both players, and of course a Dragon Tank coming out here from
Oh, and
Rage.
another aggressive forward War Factory. So Rage is just being so aggressive. Actually, the flame tank will get scouted. So now KaRRo has not much time to prepare a Battlemaster to intercept this Battlemaster tank. An outpost.
Outpost that could be quite effective at taking out the Dragon Tank, depending on the micro involved here. Oh, we see a GAT coming in as well, though. Oh, that's good micro. We're
Dragon
not seeing any
Tank
flame walling here from the Dragon Tank, trying to move it
Go
in.
for the power plant. Good work there, because outposts are very effective against the Battlemaster. But the flame tank might actually lose the power plant. No.
Yeah, power plant's going down. Power plant does in fact go down, and
Uh-oh.
it looks like that GAT is going to be caught out by the
The GAT's going to get
outpost.
shut down though, but actually, oh yep, good work there, good defending that. But now another flame tank, he might kill the dozer, but actually no, looks like that flame tank will go right past us. You gotta remember, these players don't have radar, they can't like see that unless they're actually watching it. And another Gatling tank going to be harassing perhaps the trucks. The outposts are too far away, they cannot get there in time. He might have to pull away these trucks, preventing his mining time.
Moving out, and more flame tanks coming in from Rage. Rage has flame tanks all over the place. Oh, it looks like those outposts are scanning that Dragon Tank. Looks like the Dragon Tanks can take a lot of damage and perhaps go down. Then caught up by the Flame Wall, and a Nuke Battlemaster moving in now.
So losing both of those dozers, not looking for KaRRo at all. Actually no, he has one dozer left, but it's just so far away. He can't repel these attacks when there's no dozer to build some defenses, build basically the stuff that he needs. He needs to get some bunkers up, and now the Dragon Tank will clear up that wounded outpost. And now here comes a outpost from Rage as well. So
This is really aggressive playstyle from Rage, attacking from all possible points on KaRRo's base.
he's attacking the front door, the behind him, getting rid of the second supply, and above him as well. He's getting completely surrounded, and KaRRo is just losing so much stuff. Like he's kind of pushing this off, but not really when you look at the fact that, you know, Rage has 2-3 supplies going down, and KaRRo is being stressed. So things. They're going to even lose the factory pretty
like
soon.
Dual flame tanks just shutting down the outposts of KaRRo. KaRRo, no! KaRRo's War Factory is being destroyed.
How does Rage have that many flame tanks
Rage
so
has
far?
so many flame tanks from those dual War Factories. Just like, I'll build a flame tank, another one, another one, another one, and another flame tank. It's going to take
So many flame tanks.
What's a counter to a tank? A flame tank.
That is correct. We do have both of the all Derek's from KaRRo, so he's still in this game, but he doesn't have a base.
He doesn't have a base.
Oh, actually, sneaky War Factory.
Sneaky War Factory here. Let's see what he pumps out. Go for his own.
But it's not very
Dragon
sneaky
Tank,
when your
but there's
enemy.
a Nuke Battlemaster.
It's not very sneaky when your enemy has a War Factory right next to it. The flame tank.
Flame tank getting shut down
Yeah.
too fast, and looks like the flame. We've got.
Come
all
on,
sorts of
KaRRo.
stuff. Come on,
You've got to
KaRRo.
pull out of this. This is the last
Please,
match.
buddy.
If KaRRo loses this game, he is out of the tournament. The flame tank. No.
Flame tank, another flame tank from Rage. Gonna flame down that War Factory, and this is not looking good for KaRRo.
I don't think KaRRo likes flame tanks anymore.
Oh no. Oh, that new Battlemaster's gonna
And
shut
there
down the
goes
last
the dozer.
dozer of KaRRo. And this is just, this is looking pretty bad.
Defeat is certain,
Oh,
and KaRRo has been defeated. 4 minutes 25. The butt rapes from Rage.
Oh, the butt rapes.
Rage completely giving KaRRo the butt rapes.
Well done, Rage.
Man.
Excellent game.
KaRRo, Do you guys know who KaRRo is? KaRRo is the winner of the 2013 World Series. And he just got completely butt-raped by Rage in as early as 4 minutes in 3 games in a row.
That's just completely crazy work there from Rage. I mean, those forward war factories just continuously pumping out dragon tanks. When he's attacking on every side of KaRRo's base, KaRRo can't move those outposts in fast enough. There's just too much stuff there.
I just don't know how Rage managed to get that many flame tanks.
I love those flame tanks.
The perfect positioning.
Yeah.
So KaRRo getting eliminated from the 0-hour 1.6 World Championship. So Rage now being in the grand final against Hawky. For $240 up for the grabs. So good luck, Rage. And if he plays like that in the grand final, I think Rage is going to have a pretty good time.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was just an amazing matchup there. Kudos to Rage for beating KaRRo. I mean, wow.
So until the next match, we have been gentlemen, and this was an absolute honor.
Huzzah.
Bye!
6 outposts in his base. I'm not exactly sure, but that's what we call the butt rape. So we just
Let's play a game plan. How about you got a different faction for once? This is a challenge right now.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I think that's a challenge. I think he wants to go again.